running into a little dilemma here with this. It seems to be jammed up.
It's jammed up?
Oh, there it goes.
All right.
Thank goodness. Yeah, you know how sometimes things are hard to read, these CDs, these old CDs that are 30 years old, 25 years old. And
how did that one look? I didn't even look at it.
It looked good. Like it might have had a little blemish that might be
look
causing...
like it was played before?
Oh, it's been played before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. I'm making too many demands of my computer right now. I'm actually uploading a video or a bunch of videos, and I'm also downloading these songs. That's also part of the problem, actually, why it might be taking some time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm uploading videos to YouTube as we speak, and downloading songs off of CD. And
I know, and because of stuff like that, because I was working with my other computer, and I was playing with it, and I was just like, going, fuck, I wish this was faster. And then after being told, oh yeah, you wanted at least 32 gigabytes RAM, blah 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 blah, I looked at mine, and I only have 8.
Yeah.
And he says you want to get an i7 processor, and I looked at mine. Mine's an i3.
Yeah.
So it's just like I'm just like it makes so much sense now. I'm starting to make the connections. Yeah, so I'm kind of excited because that's like the last thing I need. Well, the computer and the program.
That's the last thing you need.
Black, gray sky, hello blue. There's nothing can hold me when I hold you. It feels so right, it can't be wrong. Rocking and rolling all week long. These days are not being free. These days are
this year. But
went to the fair.
Hold it. Let's start a show first before we talk about the fair.
Well, I was trying to come up with something that sounded better for the show.
Oh, no, they're going to get stuck with that as the intro. That's
all right.
Whatever I pieced together out of that shit show.
Oh, should we turn those on?
Oh, yeah, sure.
There we go. All right. Now people can see us. Here we go.
That was our theme song you just heard.
Hi, people.
Stole from Happy Days. Hi, everybody.
You miss us?
We're back after a month.
Yeah.
We were here a month ago, and I said... we'd been gone a month after that show, and I said, well, we won't do that again.
Yeah, life happens sometimes. I mean, we are not doing it to discourage you people out there or to get you to stray away from us. We are doing it only because sometimes just life stuff happens. But it does make us that much more excited to get back and tell you about what's going on and to listen to more great music.
Clearly.
So, yeah.
And I'm excited.
We got some cool stuff. I brought in a CD today.
Yep. That CD actually arrived at your door the day that you were here doing the last show.
Yes.
So a month ago or more. And that's the second copy of that I ordered because the first copy I'm still waiting for.
It never showed up.
Never.
Yeah.
But that's okay because now here we are. We got it, and you know what? That'll be on YouTube tonight. Before you even hear this show, that Investigator CD will already be on YouTube. So what's going on here? There's the process going on. Just checking some things out here. Just doing some things. All right. Oh yeah, I was gonna check on that and confirm that date, but I didn't. So yeah, hi everybody. We're the MAWPCAST 1 radio program. I'm Potter.
I'm Chris.
Yep.
And Ashley's not here. She is at work right now, and she will be coming in still. She's not abandoning the show or nothing. We're just having to modify and record on certain days to have her be a part of the festives.
Yep.
So yeah.
So in the meantime, since the last time we were here, we've been putting a bunch of stuff on our YouTube page. You should check it out. You should like and subscribe. As I've been doing this, our analytics, used to be when we had less subscribers, our analytics used to say that like 33% of our views come from people who are subscribed, and then 66% of them come from people who are not subscribed. So just people who are getting these video suggestions to them will watch some of the stuff. But then in the last month, our subscriptions have increased quite a bit, and our analytics say that we get now about 15% of our views come from subscribers, and 85% of them come from people who are not subscribed. So that's a tremendous difference, and all those people should be subscribing. That's what I'm saying. At least half of the 85% should subscribe for a while. But I'll give you a little hint. Turn off the little bell. A lot of creators will say, like and subscribe and click that little bell so you get notified every time we upload something. Don't click that bell.
Well, yeah, that would just totally irritate you and you'd be annoyed and stuff.
It would, because you're going to see the stuff. It's going to pop up. You just go to our page, go to our page, but subscribe. But the bell, it annoys me. Like I have unsubscribed to people because they just upload too much.
I got mine set as a laser blast.
Yeah.
For a Star Wars laser blast.
Yeah.
So I'll be walking around and all of a sudden I'll get laser blasts coming out of my pocket. Pew, 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 pew.
From your YouTube?
I had to turn it off.
Really?
The little bell.
I see.
Yeah. Because I got that too all the time and stuff. It drives me crazy a lot.
We're getting a lot of comments and likes and shares and stuff on our YouTube page. It's great. It's really nice. Thanks. We appreciate your support. Because, I think a big difference is that I started putting some music up from this century. Changed our demographic entirely. They're like, oh, you guys aren't just old, crusty, fogey douchebags. You guys are hip.
I know,
sometimes.
we're about all of it.
Yeah, we do play a lot of stuff from all over the place. But I was primarily focused on older stuff for a long time because there was a lot of stuff specifically that just wasn't up and out there. And I was like, well, that should be there, especially.
Well, that was stuff. I mean, we were digging into stuff that a lot of people just have never heard unless they were at the shows.
Yep.
That was the only time they ever heard it. Was if you're at the show, you heard it, but if not, that's it. So yeah, so that's kind of the focus of that for a long time, but of course that was going to have to happen to get us up to where we are now. So, which is a lot of the newer stuff and some of the we'll still dabble in the older stuff. I mean, because it's still there. We're still discovering a lot of it.
Yes.
Because it's like a never-ending chasing the laser pointer. I mean, it's never ending. I mean, they got a good battery in that laser pointer because it's going and going.
There's a lot to do. Like, I'm never thinking, geez, there's nothing I can do. There's never a point at any day where I'm like, there's nothing I can do. There's I'm just tired of doing stuff and I'm going to stop for a while. That's where I get. But there's never a point where there's nothing to do. It's crazy how many different, just lots of recordings, lots of bands, lots of music out there that even I forget about or haven't heard or never knew about. So it's fun. It's fun. Like getting that Investigator CD was really fun. It was an adventure. So you had mentioned before we started the show, you just were starting to say you went to the fair.
Yes, me and Ashley decided to go to the fair with Ashley's mom. And we went all over the place and ate a bunch of food that was really terrible for you.
For some of our listeners outside of the immediate local area, he's talking about
the Western Washington Fair.
Yeah,
it's in Puyallup, the Puyallup Fair.
It used to be the Puyallup Fair for us growing up.
Still the Puyallup
It's now
Fair.
the Western Washington Fair. It's one of the bigger fairs in the country.
Yep.
It's one of the longer lasting fairs in the country. It's a time-honored tradition for local residents. And
yeah, so we went there, and you know what? I found out, I knew that it was going to happen, but Schmitty's Burgers is gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. No more Schmitty Burger. And I was trying to find another burger that had the grilled onions. It was basically the same thing.
Like a Smitty Burger or Earthquake Burger?
Smitty Burger.
Well, Earthquake
that was the original Fair Burger.
Okay. Well, Earthquake Burger has onions on it.
Yeah, but that's the only one. But that's like 5 times the size, and it's $20 a burger.
There's a couple of meals there. I mean, I'm not necessarily opposed to that. Like,
I've always been that way. I guess I haven't always, but I've been that way for a while. That I think it's because my hands are just bad that I can't eat stuff that's way too big for me because it's hard for me to eat and maneuver. And I'm not a big guy, so I don't eat giant stuff. So I always feel like, a lot of times I don't have the capability of taking it home with me or whatnot. So I end up feel like I'm just wasting food by eating stuff like that.
Well, carrying a half of a burger around the fair for 4 hours would suck. Yeah. That would not.
Oh, yeah.
But like.
Oh, we were there all day.
So, like it was something I would get to go, or share with someone. I wouldn't necessarily eat the whole thing like that, but I would also not pick it up. I never ate an Earthquake Burger growing up. Like it was just like asinine.
You never ate it when it was on the hill?
No.
On South Hill?
No.
Ah.
They were just too fucking big, right?
Well, no, they had the tremors.
Well, but it's just the whole.
Yeah.
It's also a mess. It's just a whole bunch of things.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But there was one time when we were on tour at Papa Wheelie in the 90s, and we went into Reno, and we were playing at this record store, and the record store owner was really nice to us and took us out to eat at this big sports bar, and they had basically the Earthquake Burger, same thing. And like we were starving, and 3 out of the 4 of us ordered this thing, and like it's a whole plate, of a burger with onions and cheese, and like I ate the whole fucking thing. Like,
really?
Yeah, I just destroyed this thing.
Wow,
it's one
that was probably after a day and a half of eating maybe one meal, one full meal. For 2 days
I was starving. Like it was just so perfect and great. Yeah, it was awesome. And I was like, man, I actually was probably missing out on that Earthquake Burger. That was probably really good. But
well, I mean, I did miss it. I do miss it, but I don't know. I guess I've just been more tight with money because I just don't have as much money.
So, I understand.
So I just can't. I look at that and it's like, I just gonna have to pass. I did get my scones. Scones went up fucking crazy too.
Like $7 or something for a scone.
Well, it's $15 for 6.
Oh yeah.
So
it's less than 7.
So I know it's $28 for a baker's dozen. $28. So I was just like, who? But that, I had to get those. My mom always has to have those, so I got some for my mom and stuff. So yeah,
they're not that hard to make.
No, oh no, you can buy the actual mix at the store.
Whip it up too.
No, and it's just raspberry jam.
Yeah, I went to the fair a couple years ago, pre-COVID. That was the last time, right before COVID, probably. I mean, not that I won't go again. I might go again this year. I don't know, but it is what it is. It's not ever gotten better. It's like it waxes and wanes, but it exists in its fairness.
Oh.
It's a little carny wonderland.
I mean, I would probably stand outside the fair and just wait for somebody I know and say, "Hey, go buy me an Earthquake Burger." I'm gonna be here. Yeah, because it's like $15 to get in too, and it's $20 for it. So it's like $35-$40 just to eat a hamburger.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't really get a table or nothing. You have to stand there. That'd
be a hassle to try and eat an Earthquake Burger standing up.
I mean, luckily the only good part is that Ashley was pushing me in the chair, so I was able to actually have like a set stuff on my lap and stuff. But going to a fair in a wheelchair with somebody else, No, you end up being a shopping cart.
Well,
That's what you end up being. You end up being a damn shopping cart.
I was gonna say, one of the advantages to having you there would be like you can hold stuff, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you can hold stuff, and
I mean, and at first it's like, oh, okay, no biggie, no biggie. But after a while, it's just like going, I mean, you're looking over all the stuff in the wheelchair.
Listen, you always got something to eat. There's something to look at, something to do.
Yeah. But it was cool. We saw a bunch of animals. We saw this Chicago tribute that was actually really good. They wwere really, the singer was just phenomenal. And I guess he flew out of Arizona or something like that. He flew out from Arizona to be in the show, and he was just so amazing. Sounded just like him.
Sweet.
Yes, it was great. That's cool. Stay there until sundown. It was kind of neat and stuff, and went home full and tired.
I got a Chicago song in my head now.
What's that?
I said I got a Chicago song in my head now. We need to play some songs so I can get the Chicago out of my mind.
Yeah, let's play something, and because we know you guys want to hear something.
Yep, that's what.
So let's do that.
Hilltop to east side, 206 Live. Seems like I keep on falling. I'm falling victim. I got the symptoms of them Chris ones.
Live Tacoma niggas done came down, call them Black Caesar. Y'all fuck with us, it's like clubs asking for free dubs. What? I pray to lift me, my day was 50. Y'all can catch me at the spot, hollering about give me straight for 50. If we can get through, boo, just let a nigga dig you. With some of them thoughts, you ought to spend one night with Big Cool. And check my game, cause I'm your main, dropping some sense. Homie running from Popo, they straight caught him hopping the fence. Hooligan flow, through the night, smooth as the lack roll. Blow your vision, niggas go to prison and come back swole. Ran ran in, loud like a bunch of niggas gambling. Me and my man Slim, feeling the feeling of my
Oh my God, it keep raining down upon us. Broken honest like Pocahontas before I smoked the ganjas with hoes that rolled in Hondas. And the drama is serious. Fool at your earliest convenience. Hit you with these 5 guards like Phoenix. Let me show you this tape on how make your trick scream on the big screen. Zenith, 3 years up inside ya. Wanna be down with this T-Town rider, bomb like Nicaragua. Thundercats run it back to Jogger. Can't stop the Dr. Opera Oscar nomination. It's world domination. They wanna bomb on ya. Now you got insomnia. Nigga, pick my formula. Seems like I keep on falling. I'm falling victim. I got the symptoms of them Chris ones. Seems like I keep on falling. I'm falling victim, struggling, hustling, falling Chris ones.
I let this rap shine, piece designed to attract minds. Show me a sign, it was the pain of my homies flatline. Far deep, these type of things tear apart streets. Gone like a car thief, I stay with it with speed and heartbeats. Y'all peep, my mental is off and into. Staring at the window of things my pop done been through. Walking temple, high plans to have in my land. The Tenerife, with Tamika laid up in dry sand, convert a brain. My aim heard it with game. You talking about your triggers, all niggas murder the same. Yeah, we all the same, so it's blood of a killer in me. Behold my 720, have players drunken in Henny. Give me some love to get your life and make it worthy. Fog in the hood, but Lokes is out to shake it early. Hoes in a Lakers jersey, had us all calling for a better life to live, but us niggas just keep on falling.
Seems like I keep on falling. I'm falling victim. I got the symptoms of them Chris ones. Seems like I keep on falling. I'm falling victim. Struggling, hustling for them Chris ones. I got the symptoms. Quite frankly, can't be bashful. Match for that cash flow. Fuck who you with, you can get the back door. Rode the pony, now the pony rode her. Rolling like Santonio Spurs, say word, word. Black angelic, Lord pull chords like Van Helen. G's yelling, keep yelling off that rebellion and Helen. Bank for free, this bankruptcy got me low enough to be posted up on the ocean front praising Jesus. Black Caesars tight like adhesives. Purping off the current disturbance. Swerving, tell them it's urgent. We burning the roof off. Breaking bottles 100 proof off. 2-0 sickness, I'm like to the brain with syringes. Great adventures, Black Caesars off the hinges. I-5 to I-95. Seems like I keep on falling. I'm falling victim. I got the symptoms of them Chris ones. Seems like I keep on falling. I'm falling victim. Struggling, hustling for them Chris ones. I got the symptoms. Seems like I keep on falling. I'm falling victim. I got the symptoms of them Chris ones. Seems like I keep on falling. I'm falling victim. Struggling, hustling for them Chris ones. I got the symptoms.
Lost in
Where'd you get busted?
Um,
Well, it's too late now.
obviously,
Yeah. Conservative state.
yeah, oh yeah, a very conservative state, obviously. Okay, let me see if I can say.
Well, I shouldn't have asked you that, to go back to that. I should have asked you to jingle the bells so that we can go back from our set of songs that we just heard.
Well, here, I'll just hear it. Whoa! We are back.
It's true. We are back. We just heard a bunch of songs.
Yep.
Just like we always do when we come back from a set of songs. 5 of them you heard. The song you just heard was called Merkini. That's what I think it's pronounced as. Merkini by Deathbed Confessions.
Yep.
You heard Shannon Curtis doing Serenity. Not the word I was trying to say, but Serenity is the word. Jacob John did Car Alarm. Black Caesar did Symptoms.
Symptoms.
Thank you. And Sedated Souls started the set off with Steppin' Stone.
Yes.
The classic.
Cool.
It's a rock and roll classic. It's a standard, is what they'd say. You know?
We gotta have it that way. Yeah.
So, yeah. There's some songs for you. I know you missed it. Unless you're following us on YouTube, which you should be. Go like and subscribe. Or
Yes.
whatever on YouTube. I gotta push that more because we're putting a bunch of stuff up there. You'd like it. It's similar to the stuff that you hear here. Some of the stuff, the same stuff you'd hear here. You might ask yourself, how come those songs don't get blocked like your stupid show gets blocked? And as I was telling Chris earlier before the show, the reason is because we're not on those songs.
Yeah.
That's why. We're not there fucking those songs up for you. Like, those songs can stand on their own and be judged unto themselves, but when we're here presenting songs to you, then we're the ones being judged. Yep. And they say, nope, fuck you guys. So sometimes our video gets blocked. Sometimes it doesn't. So it's inexplicable. I heard this thing that it was just a rumor on a thing I saw, but it's like, is YouTube going to let people use copyrighted music like TikTok does? And I don't know how broad sweeping that would apply, but it might loosen up some restrictions in some things. Probably not in the regard of what I'm talking about, because our show, see, like what I was saying to Chris a minute ago or a while ago, was that our show, like, if they wanted to monetize our show, well, they couldn't because of some of the content that we talk about or do on the show. That's what F's up everything for everyone, right?
We say fuck.
Yep.
Sorry.
How-
But it's not like we're being purposely vulgar, over extreme, blah blah blah. Or
No,
nothing.
unless
It's just-
Ashley's on the show, we're usually pretty
Yeah,
above
well,
the board.
she kind of has a potty mouth.
Yeah,
but,
she.
but it's not like we're being purposely offensive with it and stuff like that. So it's just potty mouths. That's all it is.
Yeah. How about the Seahawks?
I know, right?
Uh-huh.
I know, that was awesome. I was tripping, and at first I was just when I saw the video of Russ walking in with the tuxedo and stuff, I was like going, really, dude? You're walking in like it's your house. That's what you're doing. You're walking in like it's your house. And guess what? It's not your house. It's not your house no more.
I love Russell Wilson. I hold him in high regard. If you're gonna dress like Deion Sanders, you goddamn well better perform like Deion Sanders. Like
Exactly.
That's just like
He was performing like his bad days of performing with us.
well, I thought he played good.
Well, yeah.
I thought they
when he
were good.
did.
I thought that there were I thought both teams were good and both teams made mistakes. I'll be very and I'm an armchair everything here, but while they were sloppy and uncoordinated, like there were moments where the Broncos were clicking, and I'm like, oh, that team's scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, because Russell's a good quarterback. He really, really is.
And I believe that a lot of those penalties from the Broncos is what allowed the Seahawks to win. Because I don't think if it was even to even, I don't think the Seahawks would
A
have
couple
won
of
that
fumble.
one.
There was stuff. Yeah, for sure. There was errors, but it wasn't all on
But our
Russ.
quarterback did actually do a good job. He was
Geno Smith killed it.
yeah,
man.
he was doing
He
great.
killed
I was
it.
like, all right.
He was really good. Like, you couldn't have asked for anything better, and it was just heartwarming. It was a heartwarming sports story. It's a game that, like, in the pantheon of Seahawks games, it's in like the top 10 in terms of like what it means for us. And it's just like because the Seahawks used to be a chump team that couldn't overcome those things, and someone like that would walk in and walk all over us. But they didn't let that happen.
Yeah.
They didn't give up. They showed a lot of fight and a lot of heart, and it's great. And it's great to see Geno Smith succeed.
Yep.
I thought that was wonderful too.
It was amazing.
It made a lot of people eat shit. It made so many people lose so much because everyone was betting on the Broncos.
So many people lost money on that.
Oh man.
I know, because I was watching a couple things on Facebook about that, and it was funny because every time somebody mentioned the game, I would see this meme of, look, we're in first place because we hadn't played yet, right? And everybody was going, oh, well, that's changing after this. You're going to be right along with everybody else. And I was just like, and I didn't know because, I really didn't know that much about our new quarterback.
Yeah.
So I didn't know. But I was very happy with what happened. And it was kind of funny going back to read because some of those were popped up like today and stuff. And I was just like, oh yeah, you said they were going to just eat it. Oh, you said they were going to eat it too. And, but all those people. And actually, I was trying to find one where I saw a guy that said he bet a lot of money on it.
Yeah.
And I was trying to find that meme, but I couldn't find it. I think he may have deleted it.
Yeah, probably.
Because a ton of people probably harassed him because of it.
Yeah.
But yeah. But go Seahawks. So
it was a fun game though. Those Broncos again. Like, Russell's a good quarterback. If they can pull it together, they can be.
Oh, they're
fierce.
a good team.
Yeah. Like that guy Judy on their team. He seems like a beast. Like he just seems like he'd be great. So I'm not worried about them. I'm just thankful that the Seahawks got to get that victory and get that.
It was a good start, and it put a good taste in everybody's mouth.
It could very well just carry them and just give them that
momentum and that
like,
energy.
We can beat any
stuff.
fucking buddy. Yeah.
Yep.
Because they're not necessarily a bad team. We don't know what kind of team they are. Yeah.
I mean, we're doing cool stuff, and he's a ballsy quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was doing some stuff that was like going all right. And isn't he taller? He's like
taller than Russell Wilson,
Yeah.
who's like 4'11" or something.
Yeah, and I guess he's like almost 6 foot.
Yeah.
So I mean that's a great thing because I mean I don't know if it affects him on his speed and dexterity running around the box, but I know that gives him a good eye view of what's going on and stuff. So I mean that's cool. I'm excited. Football, yay!
Yeah. We might not do too well. I figure and I was talking about this with someone else earlier. It's like could end up 500 or 8, 9, 9 and 8, somewhere in that range because of 17 games now, right?
Yep.
Is that what it is? So I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up in that range because of the rebuilding era that we're in. But like, it's just it could be. The future's wide open. It could be anything.
But it's just knowing. I mean, they played a game that it's a winning game. It's a winning structure. And if perfected, it's worth a ring. I mean, if they perfect that and they keep that momentum going, take it all the way. Go for it.
They've got a little refinement.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Once they perfect it and refine it and stuff.
Yeah, and even then, we'll see. We will see. The Mariners are also like not doing too bad.
Well, from what I heard, every Washington team won that was playing.
Yeah.
Everyone. So I don't know if that was probably basketball, the women's college and professional basketball, and no, obviously, yeah.
I don't know.
Something like that. I don't know.
I will hear things about sports, but I don't really follow anything.
Me neither.
Like this season of baseball, I've not watched any games until last Friday, because I didn't know how good we were going to do, but there was some hype around the team that we had, and you get this every year, and usually we blow it, or our management trades off our good players for prospects. So I didn't get invested in the day-to-day. I just looked at box scores every couple of days and kept up with the season this way, which is a fine way to do it. In the olden days, people couldn't go to games. Before the radio, games would happen. People would have to look at the newspaper and say, oh, these people won. So that's just how it is. And I am more satisfied. I feel like sometimes when I am invested more, they lose more. And case in point, I watched the game on Friday on Apple TV, and they lost. It's like,
I know, I felt that way before. I bet you if I wasn't watching, they would have won. Like my energy really had that much strength.
No, I know. But actually, we're not alone in how we feel.
But no, like I said, I felt that way myself.
Yep. So I've not watched the Mariners except for that one game. We lost that game. But we are in second place in our division. 12 games back. We're not going to win the division by any means, but we are in the wild card hunt for sure. We're a game out of the 2 wild card teams. I don't remember. Things are weird this year with our wild card thing. Actually, I think they're just playing more games, but still 2 teams getting in there. So we're probably getting in based on how it looks now, but you never know. We could hit a slump at the last minute, or we could get red hot. Who knows? But we're like at 79 and 61, well above 500, and looking good. Although, we're on a 2-game winning streak. We're in the middle of a game right now against San Diego. Looks like.
We're playing right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
And overall in this American League, we are in 1, 2, 3, 4th place overall. 5th place. 4th or 5th place, right in there. So
something.
Yep. It's really good.
Right.
Do they have what it takes to win a playoff game? We'll see. They're not the Dodgers. Dodgers are stacked. They're at 97 wins, 43 losses, and they're just a bunch of behemoths on steroids and ringers.
Is it like the Yankees?
Yeah,
win everything.
They're a little bit above the Yankees right now in everything. Although the Yankees are doing well too. I just clicked it off though, so we don't get to know any more about baseball today. That's it for that.
That's what kind of I think may have turned me off about baseball for a while. Is that it always seems like the Yankees are playing, the Yankees are winning. Yankees won the Yankees won.
Well, Yankees in Boston, and then Dodgers, all of them, and then later to Houston more recently. They're all big, huge, just
they just have money.
Yeah.
They have money to pay for the players that.
Yep.
And then to me that it's no fun at that point.
You can go through the history of baseball, and I've gone through the history of baseball many times, and it's just about every 10 years you can find something that makes you hate baseball. It's just oh my God, I hate this. I hate everything about this sport because of this thing, this scandal, or this thing, this whatever they're doing here, whatever they're doing this. Oh my God, it's not paying the players enough, or the players now get paid too much and they do steroids, or now they get paid so much and do steroids that they're going on strike because they're not getting paid enough again. It's one thing after another after another. Yeah. And my whole life was like that. It was just learning about baseball is everything sucked.
Oh.
It's they wouldn't let black people play for how long? How long? They weren't the only institution excluding black people, but and led the way in opening the doors for a lot of black people by letting them play. That was amazing. But still, long time they weren't allowed to play, and like that was hard to fathom. Like my poor little brain trying to figure that all out. And then again, just all the other things, just everything, one thing after another. Poor Pete Rose. But at the same time, he broke the rules. But they have to make an example out of him. What about making an example out of everyone fucking else? Like the records that would get broke by these guys on steroids, like Barry Bonds and McGuire and Sosa. All these guys like hitting homers or just like, no, those records should stand. These guys should be taken out of baseball. Go way back and like Ty Cobb. Fuck Ty Cobb. That dude. Like, just to strike his name from the records. Fuck that guy. But I get it. You know, it's just how it is. White dudes.
It's all about money.
Yep.
Yeah.
White dudes want to make money.
And if you got enough money, you could do damn near anything you want. You know, you might get in trouble, but it's only trouble in the media. And then, you know, you can always pay your way out of it in the backside or whatever.
Yeah.
At least that's the way it seems like. So, anyways, happy thoughts.
Yeah. We could hear more music. Has it been that long? I don't know how long it's been.
I don't know.
I've not been keeping any kind of track of time. Well, I guess we talked about football and baseball.
That is true. That did take a little bit. You guys want to hear music? Oh, that guy over there said he wanted music. All right, so. All right, we'll do that.
All right.
Nuclear weapon.
But it saved American lives and helped us quickly win. Now all I want to know is how to stop what we did. Please tell me when will it end? Just too many bombs to drop. When we learn to live as friends, all this madness will stop. The Cold War is over, but we're not there from harm. We don't want terrorists to get nuclear arms. Time to unlock this is a must. Let's do what you monster. You know I like your people, but I just don't trust you. Government or military, death is fucking scary. And I don't want to wind up the obituary. And oh, how I wish that it wasn't necessary. Tell me why the tension increase when no one wants a bomb to drop. And we all want to live in peace. I say we make the men stop. Oh! 1945. Blue Pearl. And the rest there. Nagasaki. Jeopardy is nothing new in the field, just doesn't fall on the rest. If they decide on genocide, I take the regret. To a point where nothing's more important than abstract thought. Despite of all the thinking, there's one thing they forgot. That life is not a commodity to be sold or to be bought. We build these weapons for defense, because we want to stay on top. But is it worth the expense? I say no, we must stop.
Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. Oh, please don't take him just because you can. Oh, no, please don't take him just because you can. Beyond compare with flaming locks of auburn hair with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like the breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep, and there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls him Jolene. I can easily understand how you can easily take my man, but you don't know what it means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Please don't take him just because you can. Just a man that I can never love again. You know he's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you. Whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Oh, Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take no, please don't take my man. Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. Please don't take him even though you can. Oh, Jolene, 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 Jolene. Jolene, 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 Jolene.
Back in the days before Blood and Crip, there was a little bitty city on top of the hill. Club Tacoma parties in the house, no guns. High performance rapping, man, the town was on. Players at the Bluebirds, Smileys and Browns. The Hilltop Tavern where it used to go down. Remember them JoJo's from Stop and Mark? 15th Street where we started the top. Some went to Stanley, McCarver, or Bryant. In elementary, we was deep as the Ryans. Remember those parties at People's Park and swimming in the deep end at Wright Park? Free lunch sacks in the summertime. Chilling at McCarver, slapping summertime. Break dance fights over who was the best. The town was together, there was no sex.
We throw it up in the air like this, cause we from Hilltop. We don't flip it, we just whip big smoke, we drinking more. We drinking more. My city, it goes down in the 253. Yeah. Hilltop Tax City, girls pretty. Ooh wee, ooh wee, ooh wee.
99 cent tapes, little little record mark. Before it was the Fish House, before it was the block. On 19th and K Street, Poochie was the shit. A T-Town legend making underground hits. Shout out to J1 and all the Woolmacks. The Bonds and the boys, rest in peace to Mr. Mac. I used to play those games at Tony's Arcade. To the FBI and DEA, shut down the game. Breakfast at the Waffle House, and if you was connected, you can get a half ounce for cheap, young and reckless. The town was a gumbo pot of all different races. The trade was international from all different places. Used to get the incense down on G Street. Remember the Jamaican stove, Mr. Quickies. Never leave the house without pre-stickies. Earning up everything, even my money.
We're going up in the air like this, cause we from Hilltop. We don't flip it, we just with big smoke, we drinking MAWP. Love my city. It goes down in the 253. Yeah. Yo, talk tax city. Real pretty.
I was on the block acting oh so crazy. Back when Mix-a-Lot dropped beepers, baby. Them old school days brought old school pay. I was rocking troop jackets and Louis for days. Tacoma ain't the same, that's a life ago. When we hit Pete's track on the bicycle. Mama used to slap good music a lot. Everybody radio slapping 1250K Fox. The Boshi's on 23rd, curls from Mildred. Finger waves filthy, the fit was killing. That old school feeling from back in the days. It's like a breath of fresh air, now back to the trays. Lost a lot of homies to the violence of gangs. Praying for the day that the killing had changed. Rest in peace to Jesse hitting Little Kinlow. C-Love homies was a real good lows.
Going up in the air like this, cause we from Hilltop. We don't flip it, we just with big smoke, we drinking MAWP. I love my city. It goes down in the 253. Yeah. Yo, talk tax city. Real pretty. Ooh-wee. We're going up in the air like this, cause we from Hilltop. We don't flip it, we just with big smoke, we drinking MAWP. I love my city. It goes down in the 253. Yeah. Yo, talk tax city. Real pretty.
That was it. That was our set of songs. Jingle the bells, so that.
Oh, it's not that big of a deal. I could.
No, it is a big deal. Jingle the bells.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I couldn't find it. Go ahead. Yeah. It's right there on the tip of my tongue. I know the middle 4 digits, but there's a word on either side of it, and I can't remember it.
It's not that big deal. I just gotta help a friend out at a restaurant. So
You've always seemed to be able to access the internet before.
Huh?
Why? You said you've always seemed to have been able.
I have kind of reception. It's like my data is connecting, but it's very.
I'll figure that out for you so that you won't have that problem in your hair anymore, because that's a nuisance.
Yeah, she finally got it. Before it was telling me no, you can't, and because it keeps going in and out.
Well, did you text me when you got here?
Yeah.
I've not got it yet.
So how did it turn out I was out there?
You called me.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. Well, here, let me see. All right, that was on. Well, I didn't text you. I off Facebook.
Oh.
Wait a second.
Well, I would not get that because I wouldn't be on it. We're back from songs, I think. You jingled bells, right? We're back. Yeah. Let's tell you what you heard.
We're back.
You heard Mac Money doing From the Hill. I don't even need my glasses. It's just I need them. I think it's just subconscious. I feel like I need.
I have the same habit.
Limberlost did Jolene. Halcyon Halo did Silver Tongue. Deadly Nightshade Botanical Society did Obscurity. I just had to double check, even though I said I don't need my glasses. And then we started that off with Atomic Cafe by the Investigators. That's right, the Investigators. You heard it here first. I don't know. I was thinking of something for a second, but then I lost it. It's gone now.
I might as well tell them about how I got to help out with the video. I won't go into details, but I mean I could go into kind of the other structure stuff about it.
You mentioned something to me about a video, gory video.
Yeah.
Is that too much information if I spoil it?
No. It's a band, Crossing Crusades. They're a band I've ran out for many a times.
They've got a kind of horror theme, right? They're kind of spooky horror themed, right?
No, it's just a rock band.
Maybe I'm thinking
a heavy
of someone
rock
else.
band.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and they were shooting a video, and it's a scary, dark, bloody, gory video and stuff, which is, I guess they're not normally that gory or anything like that. So I mean, it was just kind of a thing they did, but the recording of it, it's just, there's a lot to it. I mean, I never realized. I mean, it was like the band set up and you do a scene, and I was doing the lights. So I had to memorize how I did the lights each time. So when they moved the camera or they moved and focused on a different person, that the lighting was the same. And that's tricky because when you're hearing it after a while, because I was watching, I was being cued with some of it, because in the beginning I had no idea when they wanted or how, so I was being cued. And then sometimes I would remember after a while, sometimes I would remember those cues, and then sometimes the person that was giving me the cues would kind of fumble the cues, and because it was up and down, so sometimes they would fumble them, so that was different. So I mean, I'm sure it'll turn out fine, but I mean, there's just a lot to it. I mean, and then different scenes. I mean, you're doing the same thing over and over and over from different angles and stuff, and it's just crazy.
Acting, I've done very little. Recording stuff like this, very little. Like I did a video shoot once, similar, but it was very simple video shoot. And yeah, and then I've done some couple roles in small movies that never amounted to anything, just someone doing stuff and trying to make movies. But it's just that experience, and from it was like, wow, so tedious.
Yes. Like so tedious, yeah.
And time consuming. Yeah. And
I mean, it took like 9 people to get a camera on something. Because everybody's got their specific jobs and stuff, and makeup artist and
Yep. For me, part of a problem is that, okay, there's idle time there. Right?
Yes. There's a lot of...
So I am a person who wants to be occupied, so I'll find things to do during the idle time, but that distracts you from what you're doing. When you try to pull yourself from whatever you were doing to what you need to be doing. No, you have to be there and ready to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if you're fucking tired, you still got to be on the ball, ready to do it. So that's a problem. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, the good part is that they're all, I mean, the band I've worked with, I don't even know how many times. I mean, they're friends of mine and stuff. They're all cool. Mm-hmm. Never had an issue with anybody. They're just lovable teddy bear guys and just really cool. And it was at his house. It was way out in Yelp, way out there and stuff, which was kind of cool. And it was exciting. And I had fun doing it. And
see, that's the dilemma, is that like these things are exciting and they're boring. Like it's like, and you try to get people into doing things that are cool and fun and exciting, but then they get there and it's like, oh, this is fucking boring, man. You lied to me. This is not fun.
Yeah.
I'll be my trailer.
It's not like you're in a 4x4, going on a 4x4 trail, bouncing all over the place and stuff like that. No, but I mean, there are interesting aspects of it, and
part of the problem that I have too is like I like to collect this music and put it on YouTube and put it on this show, and like I think it's so fun. It's not fun. It's not. It's,
no,
it's like, but it is fun. Like, but it's not fun.
Well, it's there are moments of coolness, as you're doing it and stuff, but the tediousness part of it is not fun because anything done with the computer is tedious. Especially, I mean, I know for fact because I'm so slow on computers because my fingers, I have to watch really carefully what I'm doing. So it's
Let me tell you, like I've got a system down where like I noticed this like just the other day, and I noticed it once in a while, but I'm not moving much, man. Like I'm almost Stephen Hawking sometimes with the shit that I'm doing. Like
Yeah.
I'm like I'm using 2 fingers a lot of the time, and I'm barely moving my hand. Right? And you know, sometimes I'll reach this hand over, and sometimes I have to get more involved than that. But there's a lot of stuff that I do in this whole process that is so minimal and relaxing, because sometimes it's like, oh, that's all I can do right now, so that's easy. Do that. Now, I want to touch on this. So you did this video. There's gore involved in the video. This made me think of this Lord of the Rings show. You've not seen the Lord of the Rings show.
No, but now I'm in the position where tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow I will have some time tomorrow to watch it.
So
yeah.
Not to spoil anything, but there was like it's all pretty great. There was in the 3rd episode though, there was a little more violence than I was accustomed to in a Lord of the Rings story. It was just like, oh wow, that's wildly different than.
So it's like a hard R rating.
I wouldn't say R. It's just like there was some violence like that you'd see in more of like Game of Thrones or other things like that. It's just a little. Gotcha. It was a little more edgy, but like for the most part, it's very like much like the other stuff that you've seen. Like it's a lot like the. I mean. There's reasons to criticize everything, and there's reason to criticize if you're a Tolkien purist, which I'm kind of a Tolkien purist. I love Tolkien. I've read those books. I've read all that stuff thoroughly. I'm very invested in the literature, and I know where there's discrepancies from the films to the stories. You know, understand all that. I accept that. This is a much more looser adaptation where they're really playing with a lot and creating a lot. And I'm just very accepting of what they're doing. They're doing a fine job. There's like, I would like to give them time to grow and develop and see where they go with it, because that's something that just like Geno Smith, our quarterback, he's been around for a long time. He's like been in the league for 8 or 10 years or some shit. Yep. You know, he's been a starter before. He's done shit before. This isn't his first rodeo. Yep. But, sometimes guys need time to develop and mature, and they shouldn't just be cast aside or, discarded as a second string, nobody. No, there's plenty of value in these guys that are sitting on the bench behind Russell Wilson's and stuff like that. I went on a little tangent there. Sorry, but the Lord of the Rings show is pretty good. You'll probably really, really enjoy it, unless it continues to get unless it becomes gory, like it just becomes completely gory, and then it wouldn't probably be very good. But,
as long as there's goblins, dragons, stuff like that.
Well, I haven't seen any dragons. Not true. I have seen a dragon. Yeah, everything's in there.
Yeah, as long as all that stuff's in there, I'm good. Yeah, I like that stuff. I mean, it's like, speak of not being used to that type of gore. If you've seen the newest Rambo,
no, Last Blood.
Yeah, if you watch that, or if you watch the newest Dread. If you ever see Dread,
yeah, I've never seen that.
It's a Judge Dredd, but it's Dread.
Yep.
And then there's one other one that have you seen Judge Dredd, the first one?
Yes.
Yeah. This one is like, hardcore. I mean, you're just like going, what the?
Well, I remember reading the comics.
The Rambo,
yeah.
It's the same thing. You're just like going, that guy's leg just flew off. You're just like, what the hell?
Well, that used to be very normal. Like I used to watch. Like I watched the first few Rambos.
Well,
I mean,
but this CGI and shit nowadays, it's just like getting insane when it comes to stuff like that. And that type of stuff, to me, I could do. I personally could do without that. I don't. And when they had movies where it showed more of an insinuation of stuff like that happen, that almost freaked me out more.
Yeah, like Predator, right?
Yeah.
You probably liked Predator.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, I get it.
Yeah, they insinuated that you don't have to actually see it.
Yep.
But I get it. I mean, there's gorephobes and whatever out there that enjoy that shit.
Going to tie some of this together as a good host and segue some of these things. So we're talking mostly about Amazon, or at least I was talking about Amazon. The Lord of the Rings shows on Amazon. there's a movie or a series, I don't know, I think it's a movie, I'm not sure, with Sylvester Stallone in it on Amazon called Samaritan. Probably not up your alley either. But I just
think I've heard of it.
Yeah, if you've looked at the Amazon, you've probably just seen it. And I'm probably not going to watch it, but like it was something that I would have watched 20 years ago or 30 years ago. And I immediately was like, oh, I'd watch this. It's probably good. It probably is good. Like I'm probably not going to watch it, but it probably is good. He just looks good in it. And Stallone's good sometimes, man. He just is. Like I swear you would love Rocky.
Well, he's a believable actor.
Yeah, he is.
I mean,
He's
there are actors out there that are great actors, but when it comes into it being reality believable, it's just not there. But if they could pull something off like that and make it 100% believable, where you're just like going, whoa! I mean, you're looking at that person like a totally different person. Shit. Even though you know exactly who it is, that's a fucking good actor.
Yeah, Rocky's a great story. I'll just go swear by that.
Oh yeah.
And First Blood's a fucking good movie too.
Yeah.
So also on Amazon. So I've only recently just started becoming invested in Amazon like the last month, and I've had it for years, but I've watched a couple B movies on there, old horror sci-fi stuff, Godzillas and things like that, Planet of the Apes, but never been too much in it. But now their original content is just like all of a sudden like, oh, kind of like that Lord of the Rings is something I would watch. That Samaritan I used to maybe would want to watch it. Maybe I'll break down and watch it sometime. I don't know. I doubt it though. They also have Thursday Night Football now, with a good team like Al Michaels and someone else is hosting the Thursday Night Football on there, and there's also this show making the cut, which is Project Runway, right? Project Runway. Ashley and I have spoken about it before. Project Runway was Heidi Klum hosted this show, and Tim Gunn, fabulous gay, just wonderful. He's the mentor who is the liaison between the designers and the hosts. And anyway, the Project Runway was just they'd get these up and coming wannabe designers who want to have a fashion line, and they'd put them all in a competition like Survivor, basically. And so this show, Making the Cut, is funded by Amazon, and they've got $1 billion. Just like everything that Amazon's got, they're just throwing money at it. And so it's Heidi Klum and Tim Gunn again, but they're not just taking design, they're taking people with established independent brands and trying to make them a major brand. So this is a competition where they weed out like 10 or 12 designers and make them into a major brand. And they basically are finding someone and then propping them up with Amazon money is all they're doing. But the art behind fashion is wonderful because it's art. Like and the best designers, well, sometimes the worst designers too, are artists at heart. Like, and so you, I just look at clothes as like any other medium, whether it's, because art is art and expression and whatever. So I liked the show. I watched all 3 seasons pretty quickly. I just plowed through them. They're short seasons, but they were great. Heidi's great. She's wonderful. She's funny as shit. Tim's very charming also. And they had great designers on it for the most part and some cool designs. So, and unfortunately, I just caught it at the end of this most recent season. So now I've got like a year to wait until next season. It's like, oh, it's great. Yeah. So much for that.
Yeah. I know I've been getting a bunch of updates on my phone about a bunch of Star Wars series coming out and yeah.
A lot of stuff. Yeah.
A lot of
and
stuff's
or
coming out. And I don't have a lot of time for it at the moment. That's the only bad part.
Well, something like Star Wars content, like while it was fun to keep up with it for a bit, and Marvel, like it's not going anywhere. It's not like it doesn't have to be timely. Like
no,
I didn't watch any of the first few Marvel movies. I didn't watch any Marvel movie until after the Avengers, until someone showed me the Hulk smashing Loki back and forth. And I'm like, okay, I'll watch that. I'll watch it. And
that was funny when you did that.
Yep. And so then I went back and watched all of them, but and of course it wasn't very many to catch up on at that point.
Yeah.
But still, you could start those movies at any time. Was the CGI perfect or great in all of them? No. And it's not now.
No.
It's not now today. It kind of sucks today still in a lot of movies.
Yeah,
like it's crazy.
I mean, every once in a while you'll get something that's good. I mean, it's like the new Avatar that's coming out.
Yeah.
That when it comes to CGI,
he doesn't fuck around.
Avatar, there's a reason why it takes forever for their fucking movie to come out.
Well, because
they're doing it right.
Yeah, his name slipped my mind now, but that's
so I'm excited for that one. That one's gonna be a good one.
Cameron, right?
Yep.
Yeah. He prides himself on being the best. He thinks he's the best, and he's going to really go out of his way to show that he's the best.
Yes.
Like, even if it's not the best, it's going to look really good. And that would be another thing back to that Amazon thing, is that it looks so fucking good. The Amazon Lord of the Rings show.
Really? Cool.
There might not ever have been a better looking show as a television show.
Nice.
Like, and I was all about how good Foundation looked and how you'd love Foundation because you will and would. But, like, it's got nothing on the Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings is just this Rings of Power on Amazon. It's really, really, really good looking show.
I'm so excited to watch that because I love Lord. I own them.
Mm-hmm.
I own all the DVDs and stuff, and all the Lord of the Rings, all the Marvel ones and stuff. And I just love that stuff, and I could watch it over and over and over. I have the DVDs, but if it pops up on TV, if it's halfway through, I'll watch it from right there.
It's been a while since I sat through any of the Lord of the Rings stuff, but they were enjoyable. They're nice, but it's
a lot of it's background now.
Yeah, and it's hard for me.
Stuff.
It kind of like lulls me to sleep. Like I can be sitting trying to do stuff, and it can be just so like, oh, this is nice, and take a little nap.
That's what Bob's Burger and American Dad does to me.
Yeah.
That's what's on TV at that time that I usually go to sleep in bed.
Well, some of the podcasts I listen to also have just become that. Like, it's like I'm not really listening to them anymore, and they're also just like, okay, sleepy.
This morning, and then something else is weird.
Yep. Where are we at? Should we play more songs? Is that where we are? I don't know. I messed my thing up here.
Yes. Let us regroup.
Yeah.
And we'll play some more songs. Because, personally, the people out there, they're tired of listening to us because they've been waiting for us, and they want to hear music.
That's right.
Right? You want to hear music. All right. We hear you.
Alrighty then. Here I go again, writing a song about a girl that I won't have. Cause all of y'all had a little much to drink. The last one had me on the brink. But I got a little older and wiser. I got a little smarter and shyer. And I ain't gonna fall for any tricks. My brain's still sick cause it overtakes. And I gotta stop thinking with my But hold on, wait, give me just a second. Who's this girl in my peripheral vision? I'm thinking that I kinda wanna hold her hand. Tell her she's the finest in all the land. And I can't understand why I can't stand falling down, I need a hand. Come on over here with that Honeycrisp apple. We could be friends like Ross and Rachel. I can't breathe, I forget how to breathe whenever this girl walks by. My heart pumps blood through every vein and I can't get her off my mind. Palpitate, palpitate, palpitate. Can't get her off my mind. Palpitate, palpitate, palpitate. Can't get her off my mind. Well, here Yeah, my brain goes too fast, it's up. But if it fucks up, there goes the luck. There go the hugs, there goes the love. And it's right back down to living in fear. And everything I hold dear just disappears. I think I'm done with living in fear, so I guess it's time to get I can't breathe, I forget how to breathe whenever this girl walks by. My heart pumps blood through every vein and I can't get her off my mind. Palpitate, palpitate, palpitate. Can't get her off my mind. Palpitate, palpitate, palpitate. Can't get her off my mind. You got me in the ICU, 'cause all I wanna do is see you. You got me in the ICU, 'cause all I wanna do is see you. You got me in the ICU, 'cause all I wanna do is see you. You got me in the ICU, 'cause all I wanna do is see you. Can't get her off my mind.
Some of those grounds are fine, hanging downtown, drinking their wine. All the whores and drugs.
I already know, man. Seven the Pantha, trust what? Superstar suit, I had a storm. Welcome to the party. Part of my arrogance, far as this rapping, ain't nobody better than Seven though. No. Whoever they bring to the table, I slay you. Stop chasing the crown and just let it go. Hop in the drop of my brethren, yo. Hit it up, pumping that medical. No, I'm not in pain, I just love this strain. Stop running your mouth and inhale the smoke. Clash of the Titans, these verses I'm writing is facts. No cap, your man's real. Stay from the knuckles, I'm raining like Marlo. Tell me how that seed in the stand feel. How you defeat what you can't kill. Most of sickness from grinding, you stand still. Your season only knocking the landfill. I'm on fire higher than the gas bill. Beef on the menu, the can spill. Your beat 'em screaming, it's a jam still. The struggle is past real. We was broke as the angles on Grand Hill. Now things are different. Hope niggas listening better than Puffy and all his boys. We breaking the locks, trying to get to the Benjamins back in the tenements. We thought we lived to forever, guess that was adrenaline. We was envisioning millions no better than prison. If God was describing these schemers a pyramid. Boys on top of my mind off the deep end. Niggas should be aware just where they swimming in. Effect of the cause, no use for the pawn. Spread every word from the soul, blow fire to leave holes in the lawn. It's all for the money. Ain't left the scene for a minute. This what they mean by I'm gone. My numbers is double. Flow at the venue in trouble. This war when the Pantha perform. Backing with trust. Nobody liver than us. You died and you die, you was wrong. Niggas get laced up. I'm letting it off and they playing me close. My stock gon' way up. For the power, these niggas gon' give up the ghost. We changing the game up. I don't wanna talk, nigga. I'm trying to smoke. Sound chamber the game, cuz wrong things to provoke. This murder I wrote. Niggas get laced up. I'm letting it off and they playing me close. My stock gon' way up. For the power, these niggas gon' give up the ghost. We changing the game up. I don't wanna talk, nigga. I'm trying to smoke. Sound chamber the game, cuz wrong thing to provoke. This murder I wrote. And I'm dope. Gelato and sour, I'm feeling like Wiz and Snoop. No antidote for what my pen produced. Jacket whip and snap the rims for proof. Bloody Tim's in an expensive suit and expensive. Ice more ironic in the Lexus mob. Feeling like Scrappy, you don't want no problems. We can take 10 and shoot. Already survived what you can't pretend to do. Stop on no blocks, you pretend to rule. When your corner gas you, I can feel the fumes. Gladiator by nature, I know how I feel when it's war. We did it before. Greater or less of these verses is pressure to build and destroy. Niggas get laced up. I'm letting it off if they playing me close. My stock gon' way up. For the power, these niggas gon' give up the ghost. We changing the game up. I don't wanna talk, nigga. I'm trying to smoke. Sound chamber the game, cuz wrong things to provoke. This murder I wrote. Niggas get laced up. I'm letting it off if they playing me close. My stock gon' way up. For the power, these niggas gon' give up the ghost. We changing the game up. I don't wanna talk, nigga. I'm trying to smoke. Sound chamber the game, cuz wrong thing to provoke. It's a murder I wrote. Murder I wrote. Murder I wrote. Murder I wrote.
depart, dressed for nowhere. Sunlight's makes my stare. Water mirrors, dressed for nowhere. Everything in time. Time steals. I stir with remembering. I stir with remembering. I stir with remembering. Just for
feel like you've not been jingling the bells enough today.
Huh?
Said I feel like you've not been jingling the bells enough today. I don't know for sure.
Is it time to go back?
It is.
Yep. See, I might try to get Ashley here next time because I just can't do the bells right. I'm just not. I don't have that Van Dangle.
That jingling-a-ling. We just heard some songs. A song I didn't write down. Fortunately, I remember it. It was Queer the Pitch. We heard Queer the Pitch doing Happiness.
Nice.
Yep. Before that, we heard Cynthia Alexander. She did Dress for Nowhere. 7 to Pantha did Laced Up. Tahoma Souls Live did Dark Side of the City. And Petey Normal started it all off with Palpitate. You know what? Another thing I thought of recently is like, the reason no one's knocking at our doors to be DJs is because we curse all the time. You can't curse on the radio, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of radio nowadays. I mean, if we were gonna be like broadcast, then yeah. But I mean, you know, they do satellite radio and stuff, and they do swearing on all that stuff and stuff. So I don't see why we wouldn't be able.
Well, satellite radio is different. It's not broadcast radio, broadcast FM, you know, whatever. There's rules there. You got to be on the ball, on the level.
No. I know that if you know, I mean, I know that I would be able to succumb to it because being at Luigi's and talking to people in crowds and stuff. It was live, and it was there was always kids there, so I had to watch my P's and Q's. So I'm pretty sure that I would be able to watch my language. Ashley, I don't know if she would be able to pull that off. She might be able to pull that off. Yeah, I think after a while you would be able to pull it off. But
I can pull it off. I've done like, you know, even though you know, I've done things like that. It would surprise the shit out of you. Like I can compose myself and be a completely normal person sometimes.
Well, then yeah.
Not
well,
most of the
it's
time.
probably because, you know, we just, I guess, the pot smoking or whatever, and
yeah,
whatever.
Hey, did you hear the Queen is dead?
Really?
Yep, she died. I'm not trying to make fun of it. It's not a joke.
Yeah, I know. No, but and I knew. I was just
your response made me laugh. It was like, no, it's not at all funny. I'm not one of those
and now
people.
It's King Charles,
King Chuck. Yep.
Yeah. And the corgis, they didn't go with the Queen. You know, somebody was telling me, I heard some rumor that, you know,
they had to burn him.
Well, that they were kind of bury him with the Queen, and I was just like going, no.
Yeah, and all over court.
But I guess
gestures and everything.
One of her sons got him now, so it's just like, okay, here, you son, you get a $365 billion estate, and here you get my corgis.
Yep. There's there are bees. The royal family has bees at the castle, right? And the bees have to be told. Like but it's all true. Like
it's just one of those weird things that
it's one of their rituals that has to be done. That the beekeeper has to go and inform the bees. They have to be kept in the loop, because if they don't know, then maybe if they find out some other way, maybe then the honey won't be as good. Anyway, They have to be reassured that, you know, Charles is cool and it's on the level and he's there for you. He's your king now. It's true though. This is absolutely the truth.
No wonder they need so much damn money to run that place.
It's a high maintenance
all
ordeal.
this little bullshit stuff.
Yeah, a lot
you know
of
what? No wonder everybody left there.
A lot of procedures going on. Well, as someone did point it out, like you know, being in the royal family is a very luxurious prison. Like you can do, you know, mostly whatever you want, as long as, you know, people are there to cover it up. But like, you know, it's like you're very restricted even then. You know, you can only kill so many hookers and young boys, right? Yep. You can only do so many things like that before it's like, you know, we're gonna take away you're no longer a duke, all right? Shame on you.
Shame on you.
No more Porsches for you.
Yes.
But yeah.
No more silk for you. You get velvet now for a week.
Yeah, it's tough to be royal. So that was in the news. I was gonna start it off with Queen Latifah is dead, but then it's like, and then how do you go? No, it's not Queen Latifah. Anyway, but again, not making fun. Death is no laughing matter.
No. And with all the other craziness shit going on in the world, that's just something to add on to it. So it's just.
Well, a lot of people feel like that she's a baby-eating reptile, pedophile, like.
Yes, that too. Yeah.
Thing, like, and I get it. We all have our hobbies.
Oh yeah. Well, it's just like all the extremists and stuff. It's like that. It's just, to me, it's tiring. It's too tiring. I look at how angry and how aggro they get, and I go, I don't have that energy.
Well,
I mean, God.
I get angry sometimes. Like I
I have moments.
Yeah.
But to go to the extreme that some of these people do, it's just like how I mean,
I remember
they took cocaine out of Pop.
So I remember in 1991 at the beginning of the Gulf War, being down here in front of the federal building, right? Mm-hmm. Right down here on A Street or whatever. There's a rally, and a bunch of my peers were there, and a bunch of older people and everything. And this rally, lasted however long it lasted. And then into the night, there was people still there protesting, maintaining a protest, a vigil, whatever you want to call it, and people handing out pamphlets and stuff. This is before cell phones and internet and anything like that. But so everything was on pamphlets, leaflets, stuff like this. And I remember then, 1991, a dude standing on the corner at 2 a.m. screaming in my face, "The George Bush is the Antichrist." It's like, okay. And showing me pictures of bodies in mass graves. Like, yeah, I get it, man. I get it, bro. But fuck. What am I? I'm standing on a corner.
Yeah. Hell, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here to learn, but fuck.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. And that to me is when it gets to the point where I'm looking at it as more of a mental health crisis than anything.
Well, we live in an overstimulated world.
That's very true.
People are so entitled. They all think that they deserve to be on the TikTok dancing. Pay me to dance. I'm dancing.
No.
You should be paying me. What the fuck? It's like, this is not the world we grew up in.
No.
No.
I mean, I don't even have any of that because of that. Because it's just.
Well, you can't dance.
Well, that, and I don't have the patience to focus on that much stuff.
Yeah, it's hard to take selfies all the time.
Jeez.
And be super glamorous.
I mean, I wash my face, I'll shave and stuff, but other than that, I'm not looking at myself. I'm not. I'm doing stuff.
There's nothing against influencers and TikTokers. Or anything like that.
No.
They're all cool. You're all cool.
Yeah.
You're way cooler than us.
To me, if it has relevance, then okay. But I mean, there's when I see stuff of people going, "Oh, look at this! You do this, and oh, this happens." No, that's not what happens. When you mix peanut butter and Coke, it doesn't turn into gold.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but it doesn't. And every time I see any of, because I mean, I'll get my weak moments on Facebook where I'm scrolling through that stuff and watching that stuff. And now what I do, if anything is 100% bullshit, I will just flat out block it. I won't scroll past it. I'll just flat out block it.
I actually developed some similar.
So I've been doing that all over. Just.
Well, another thing I did actually a while ago, specifically when I started the podcast, was like on Facebook, I unfollowed everything except for local stuff, because I was using that social media for specifically local stuff, right? I don't use it for other things other than that kind of keeping up with friends, family, and that engagement and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and I do this thing that's locally focused. So I wanted my attention to be more locally focused and not get easily distracted on other things, which made my life better in a lot of ways because like there are still things that on a more national level, specifically talk about music, but other things too, that at an international level even that I will grasp onto and hear or get in touch with, but I'm not as I don't need to follow it. I don't need to follow. And you know what? The bands don't need you to follow it. You don't need to know what Pearl Jam's doing for breakfast. You don't.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Like, it's like,
yeah. If I want to know that, I will Google it.
Yeah.
I don't need a minute to minute update of everything that is going on with stuff like that because it's irrelevant to me. I mean, sure. Fun facts here and there. Okay, cool. But other than that, to me, it's just like, it's like invasion of privacy. To me, it kind of is that way because, I mean, I've met like John Five, one of the guitar players from Wasp, the drummer from Guns N' Roses, Steven Adler. Yep. And a plethora of musicians. I've never asked any of them for an autograph or nothing like that. I think my questions is to them. What did I ask? Like Steven Adler, we were talking and stuff, and he asked me if I wanted to know any questions. I said, "Well, do you prefer chicken or beef tacos?" And he just started busting up laughing and stuff. And I guess chicken. He likes chicken and stuff. Because if I was in that position, it would just irritate the shit out of me. Yeah. After a while, but there are people that.
So some people want
that. They want that.
Some people want to be treated at an elevated status, and so
exactly.
Like and occasionally I get in with people. Like I get in with people because I don't cater to that.
Yeah.
And part of the reason why some people respect me immediately is because they constantly see people fucking at them, wanting something from them, and it's like, this dude doesn't give a fuck, doesn't want anything from me, doesn't care who I am. Dude, you could be my best friend for the day. Just come hang out with me, man. Seriously, smoke me a bowl, go find me some weed, do stuff like that, and I make good friends that way because again, it's not that I don't care who they are or appreciate or respect what they've done, but it's like I know they don't want to be bothered, and they don't want someone who wants shit from them. Like they don't
want just normalcy.
And so, and there's...
And generally, a lot of times, you could see it in them if that's what they want. Well, a lot of times.
And what a lot of people don't realize either, there's so much conflict within the creative community, music scene, is that you want to do these things that are not normal. None of it's normal. Mm-hmm. And so you will become not normal and want to be normal, and it's just this
it's a vicious circle.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I've seen it all the time. It's like, and I kind of encourage it. I encourage it on the stage to not be normal because nobody wants to see the boy next door on stage. They want to see Spaceman. They want to see aliens. They want to see all of a sudden, they want to see something that they're going to go home and they're going to remember. And they're going to tell somebody about, wow, I saw this or I did this, If it's just the boy next door on the stage, unless you're damn good at what you do, then it's forgettable, and it's there's not really much to talk about or mention about it and stuff.
You do need to be able to deliver a show, stage presence. This is all being talked about on Pat McAfee today, and this is all like Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's a star. That's part of the problem because I'm talking about a lot of things right now, but people get out of touch. They lose touch. Mm-hmm. The more successful you get and the more money you get and the more things that happen, the more people you have in your ear telling you how great you are, you lose touch with things.
Uh-huh.
Camera's dead, signifying that the show should be ending because we're running out of time. But to finish my thoughts here, and it seems like that's going on with Russell. And you see it with rock stars all the time. The rock star
since he walked in that baby blue suit, I was just like going, really?
Yeah. He flew to
Really?
fucking in a fucking
but
tuxedo.
at the same time, I was just like, going, great. He's gonna walk in like that. He's gonna fucking wipe our faces on the field and shit, But then, the team actually pulled it off. I mean, and I mean, there was sloppiness, there was mistakes and stuff, but you know what? There was also greatness.
Yeah,
and that was the coolness of it, and the fact that it kind of sent the message that
Russell, who?
This ain't your house no more.
Yeah.
We took away your house key, buddy.
Yeah.
So
it was poetic and
it was
fitting. It
was a good start to a season that who knows where it'll end. I mean, who knows? But you know what? It was something that put a smile on everybody that is a Seahawks fan. Put a smile on all their faces.
Yeah.
And that was cool. I love that.
Yep. We don't get shit like that too often.
No.
It
also makes me excited for other games too, because if we could do that, then we could do better, and we could we could become one of those great teams, and it's a building process. And
shit, we didn't know who the fuck Russell Wilson was when he started. I mean, we kind of know Gino, but we actually saw him in a way that we never seen him before. So it was good. It's good fun.
It was cool.
Well, everybody, now that the camera's off, I'm going to talk right
now
to
that
it.
you can't see us.
Yeah.
I can take off my pants finally. God, these things.
Yep. I include a zipper sound right there. So, everybody, thanks for listening and watching and all your support. And like and subscribe and share the show and our videos on YouTube. Like those, share those. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yep.
All the links to the bands are in the descriptions down below. And
check them out. Buy their merchandise. Buy their CDs. Download their stuff. Tell your friends about them. Go to their shows.
Mm-hmm.
All of the above. Support the local scene.
Buying their stuff is more of a direct way to support them than streaming. Like, I saw.
But but a lot of people, that's all there is. Because I know some places that downloading it. Never mind. Don't listen to me. You're right.
I saw someone make a post, and this is just for a specific site. I don't remember what. It might have been Facebook. I don't remember. But they said for 1.2 million streams, they got like 69 cents. And
so fuck streaming. Buy their shit.
Also, streams can be manipulated. It's like you want people to hear your music. You don't want a bot just clicking on something for 20 seconds to get that click that says it was been streamed, right?
Yeah.
Because that's all it takes is something to be streamed for so long. Maybe it's a third of the song or maybe it's whatever it is. You don't want a bot to be hearing your song. You want people to be hearing your song. You want people to like your song. And just because it's got a bunch of streams doesn't mean that they like it. Like, because if someone will click on a song and not like it within 30 seconds.
Oh,
also.
I know. I learned that.
Yeah.
When I was at Louis G's, there was a bunch of people that came in and went on, said that for so much money they could guarantee them so many likes on Facebook, which would give them a higher status and blah, 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 blah. And I was just like going, so you're lying. Which, generally when people find out people lied, that makes them take a second glance and a second look. If half your fucking likes are fucking bots, then maybe you're not as good as you portray and think you are. So be real.
That's right.
Buy that shit. Anyways, have fun. See you next time.
Bye.
You know the days when you were young. The gang's done gone away. Come on, the gang's done gone away. Say farewell, all the ones you bound. You know the gang's done gone away. Well, I carried once your books from school. We tangled in the hay. And I kissed your eyelids closed each night. Now I done gone away. The gang's done gone away. Was that the gang's done gone away? Flesh and bone, you're all alone. And the gang's done gone away. Well, your bed's been covered in leaves. Oh, my baby darling, don't you agree? Well, just clogging up your drain. All alone and your gang's done gone away. Where's my good old gang done gone? I heard a wise man say, I whispered in that wise man's ear, you know your gang's done gone away. Your gang's done gone away. Your gang's done gone away. Come on, take a play and bone, yo. All alone and your gang's done gone away. And your gang's done gone away. Your gang's done gone away. Fresh and bone, yo, all alone, and your gang's done gone away. Act around here, your gang's done gone away. What's that rest you call? Gang's done gone away. One more time, gang's done gone away. For me, oh yeah. God gave me the victory. God above set me free from sin and iniquity, oh yeah. God gave me the victory. God, you know I love you. And I stand before your throne. And I want it to be known. I will worship you all my days. Alright. Tacoma will pass up pride. Lord of me, you abide. Take my life and make it yours. You alone to I adore. Take this special life of mine. Let me see your love, beauty divine. God, you know I love you. When I stand before your throne, and I want it to be known. I worship you all my days. Alright.
wanna love in vain. No, 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 baby, no, baby, no. We have so much potential, and I'm not ready to go. So let's not get too comfortable. Let's not get too comfortable. Let's not. I don't wanna take it there. I don't want us to get there. You don't wanna know what it feels like when you love someone but they lost sight of everything, and all you ever feel is pain, hoping that they change. Wait, I just feel like we stopped trying lately, and I don't wanna leave, but I'm contemplating. I just feel like we stopped trying lately, and I don't wanna leave, but I'm contemplating. Let's not get too comfortable. Let's not get too comfortable. Let's not get too comfortable.
Let's not get too comfortable. Let's not get too comfortable. Let's not get too comfortable. You don't wanna spend your nights awake. You don't wanna spend your life away, waiting for the time to right your wrong. You won't leave without a sign. I won't leave without a doubt. Please don't beat on this heart of mine. All of mine. All of mine. All of mine. All of mine. Love, love. Oh, you thought down the rain.
Johnny! Got the number rolled yet, man? In a minute. All right, I'm gonna go get the guys. Okay. Hey, hurry up.
Yeah. My head's heavy and I think I'm still drunk. Last night's show sucked, I ain't even get fucked. People front when they come around me. Fuck that. Chop and blow it with my bus pass. Fucking hood rats up in an alleyway. Scallywags, that's who I be running with. Modern day Cobra Kai click, cause a ruckus, bitch, on some other shit. Underage girls turning tricks, all eyes locked in on me because I be murdering. Ex-girl turned me and she caught me on some bench warrants. Even though she boring, put that pussy up on uTorrent. Lukewarm, bitch, I just found my next lick. Run up in your parents' house and walking out with hella chips, grab an umbrella cause all I'm about to rap about is corny Northwest shit and how the rain be pouring down, and drinking coffee with hotties rolling through Puget Sound. Fuck that, I'm high on drugs with a shotty busting rounds, with a homie turning cocaine on indigo, Jameson and cokes jerking off to Amber Rose. I'm the only fucking child, you should stop calling me bro. Pussies fall back, you ain't hitting none of the teams. Dro, cause
over all this, alright? I don't want to talk.
Well, I want to talk to you, alright? What is your problem?
Look, why don't you just take your little Cobra Kai and get out of here?
siphon gas up at a G6, eat dick. Phoenix Jones, sweet chin music to all you fucking bros. Pure flow, that's what I am here for. I am not a rapper, I'm a pervert slash weirdo. Backpack rapper, what the fuck is that? Yo, I ain't selling CDs, homie, I walk with dynamite and knapsacks. I keep it 100 like them old-fashioned raps. Not afraid to say that everything around me's fucking hella whack. Fuck it, keep going like Kirby Puckett, getting ducats in my hand. You would think I had a master plan. I ain't have no plan, back of the van, writing raps with a crayon, taking hash hits with two sluts. Mr. Two Clutch, twisting up a double play, two blunts in hand, smoking them at my papa's grave. Black Ray-Bans, try to cover up them bad days. Cornballs taking shortcuts, I take the long way. Long braids on the girly, I be calling babe. Download, delete, watch the throne in the Carter rate. The dick game so strong, she say it's hard to take. Part of me, baby, I'm G, I smoke all day. Hey.
Sweep the leg. You have a problem with that?
No, Sensei.
To say the rotten tracks of lies, they feast on decay we create, so we cleanse to keep up with time. Again and again we die to be reborn in new life. Times will we live this terrain? We distract our minds and we hope to escape. Running, burning imagery inside my mind is nothing to me, to leave you behind. Trying to hold on to something concrete in this world that manipulates everything. It's such a fucking waste of energy. Inevitable
decisions. When will you see the cage you create?
sometimes it just is what it is. Nothing more, nothing less. Had to keep it all the way official. You feel me?
Hola.
Yeah.
I'm saying where my day begins. Morning wood, got way too many lady friends. Understood, so maybe we could stay as friends. That'd be good. No need for complications, no deeper conversations. I'm saying where my day begins. Morning wood, got way too many lady friends. Understood, so maybe we could stay as friends. That'd be good. No need for complications, no deeper conversations. Quit acting like you don't be fucking. Let's keep it real. I'm single when you single too. Do what you feel. You ain't came all this way for nothing. Second guessing all this finessing. You know this game is a weapon. Don't let it make you feel threatened. Won't manipulate you. Might make these other bitches hate you. Reciprocate appreciation. Take this dick and be grateful. Keep it 100, I keep it 1,000,000. Don't get deep in your feelings. Yeah, these sheets is Brazilian. Saying where my day begins. Morning wood, got way too many lady friends. Understood, so maybe we could stay as friends. That'd be good. No deeper complications, no deeper conversations. Saying where my day begins. Morning wood, got way too many lady friends. Understood, so maybe we could stay as friends. That'd be good. No need for complications, no deeper conversations. Ain't worried about your baby daddy, cause that's the past. You came over my house to play, and that's your ass. They say this game is to be sold, but I ain't selling. Just keeping it all the way official, till I got you yelling. Keep telling me you need a man. I ain't trying to hear it, but I can help you feel amazing. Lift up your spirits, open you up to different things you never seen, and make you feel this life you living, just like a dream. I'm saying where my day begins. Morning wood, got way too many lady friends. Understood, so maybe we could stay as friends. That'd be good. No deeper complications, no deeper conversations. I'm saying where my day begins. Morning wood, got way too many lady friends. Understood, so maybe we could stay as friends. That'd be good. No need for complications, no deeper conversations. Say she don't even like them rappers, but you so different. Said I be speaking to her heart, and she be listening. She say that y'all be catching feelings, start acting different. Look, I ain't tripping over nothing, just trying to kick it. And I could be just who you want and who you need, and you can make yourself at home until you leave. And I ain't being chauvinistic, it's give and take, and what we do is so explicit, you feel it's fate. I'm saying where my day begins. Morning wood, got way too many lady friends. Understood, so maybe we could stay as friends. That'd be good. No need for complications, no deeper conversations. I'm saying where my day begins. Morning wood, got way too many lady friends. Understood, so maybe we could stay as friends. That'd be good. No need for complications, no deeper conversations. I'm saying where my day begins. Morning wood, got way too many lady friends. Understood, so maybe we could stay as friends. That'd be good. No need for complications, no deeper conversations. I'm saying where my day begins. Morning wood, got way too many lady friends. Understood, so maybe we could stay as friends. That'd be good. No need for complications, no deeper conversations. I'm saying
this anthem tracks. Boy, I ain't playing.